control it. You know your lips are golden, baby, get me high. Touching me like lightning, keeping it exciting. You know exactly what to do to blow my mind. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this. I don't know how I ever survived without it. I'm starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. This bed is out of space, just keep painting constellations. You cover me in glitter till I'm shining bright. I never wanna leave the sky. The way you made me feel alive. I was in the dark and baby, you're the light. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this. I don't know how I ever survived without it. I'm starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Couldn't fight if I wanted. Flying to places that I never thought I could go. You're a meteor shower, falling down all over me. Yeah, you're making me glow. Couldn't fight if I wanted. Flying to places that I never thought I could go. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Yeah, got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body.
Welcome to our MOA Sports Night II, Episode 4. I'm Evelyn. I'm your host for today. Welcome, join us. All right. So if you are here, please type in the chat and say hi. All right. Hi, Tech Heng. Hello, hello. Okay, so that hi Rachel and you are whoever just came in, right? Please type in the chat and say hi so that I know you are here. And tonight is going to be very exciting because we have a special speaker and he's also a superhuman, right? As some of you have seen our teaser video. All right, so while we are waiting for more people to join in, maybe you can share about what sports have you been doing since our phase 2 heightened alert has been lifted, right? I know that recently there's a lot of changes, and that's good news that the government actually has lifted, the phase 2 HA, and we can go back to the gym, even climbing gyms as well, to go back to our usual workout, and we can dine out as well together. All right, so please share, type in the chat, right? What sports have you been doing, since the restrictions have been lifted. Okay. Hi, Sean. Hi, Eric Chu. Hello. Thank you so much for coming today. Okay, so please help to like and share this post so that more people, right, can come and watch us as well. Okay, so for those who come in, welcome to MOA Sports Night II. So this is a show, right, organized from Ministry of Adventure. So we would like to feature different sports athletes to share from different sports category to share about their sports and some of their journey as well, and also get them to just share some quick tips and do some live demonstration, right, for us about to learn about the sports. So this is about a lot of entertaining, a lot of educations about the sports as well. So we hope this is a show, right? It's something that can entertain you at home, right? During this period. We know that Olympics has ended, right? So this is another alternative sports show that you can watch as well. So aside from that, if you have any favorite sports that you love us to feature, please feel free to let us know. You can type in the chat so that we know. Yeah, we can invite the athlete to come and share the sports as well. So in Ministry of Adventure, right, what we do is that we connect different sports enthusiasts to different sports activities and different brands as well. So what we do is that every weekends, right, we have sports activities. Like what we did is like basketball, hiking, kayaking, climbing, different sports activities to engage the people, right? We know that right now, most of the people are cooped up at home or even in Singapore, right? So are looking for things to do. So we love to organize activities to engage people, to have uplift everybody's spirits, right? To have a healthy mind and body. Okay, so aside from that, we're also doing video productions, live streaming, as you can see right now, and some of the digital marketing, right, to help the sports businesses as well. And so if you love to find out more, please go and our Facebook page, to like and follow the setting. Okay, click favorites so that you are able to get to know more updates from us. Okay, so if you would like to find out more about to meet and connect with more like-minded people to do sports together, we have a community group as well under MOA Sports Club where we can share our exclusive updates, the events, to discover new things, and our upcoming events. So scan a QR code, right, to find out more. So most of the activities, right, we actually posted in our sports club first, before we publish out to our social media. So don't miss this chance. And I also want to take this chance to share with everyone that we have our ongoing membership is to add values to all the members, that you can enjoy discounts from different sports merchants, brands, and to get priority booking and access to our sports activities as well. Because there's a lot of restriction right now, so we want to give values to our members who actually really want to go for our activities. Okay, so the best thing is that if you are a platinum member, you get to have cashback as well, up to 40%. So because this is some of the initiative we want to best support our members during this pandemic as well, for everybody to have a healthy mind and body. All right, scan the QR code to find out more. All right, I want to take this chance to thank our sponsor, Sunday Sheets, right, for sponsoring us for this show. If you are looking for an Asian fit, lightweight, no bounce, full UV protection sunglasses, you must look for Sunday Sheets. Right, I personally love it because it actually is very convenient, comfortable, and I don't need to stress about breaking it during my sports as well. So it's really, really worthwhile than most of the brands you can see out there. So recently, they have launched their new Candid Floss series, as you can see on my head right now, with their hot pink rubberized with polarized lens. So if you love to find out more, you can go to Sunday Shades, and MOA members will have 15% discount. Okay, so next we have our long-time partners, Untitled Chapter Cafe as well, to be our sponsor for these shows. Sincerely want to thank them for supporting us by sponsoring the coffee vouchers for everybody. Big thank you to Mosanko for supporting us, and we love to support the local brands as well. They also have a healthy food like acai bowls, that full of antioxidants, nutrition, right, values for everybody. So check out their website, find out more about their cold brews, coffee, and the healthy food, spaghettis and acai bowl. All right, so now what you can expect from today is I'm going to introduce William, all right, the Malaysia's national athlete in this obstacle course race categories, and his journey from nobody to become somebody. And also he's going to share with us some tips how to move like a ninja like him, and he's going to do some live demonstrations. And if you have any questions, right, you can ask him as well. And we'll have a bonus gift revealed at the end of the show. So we also, of course, would like to give out some gift packages, right, for people who actually like and share our Facebook post and comment, I want to move in the chat board later. All right, so if you did that, you've done that already, right, please remember to comment so that you get the chance to win, bring home with our MOA Gold Plus memberships and also a complimentary pair of Sunday sheets. So for first person who did that, right, you're going to win this latest series of the Candy Floss Sunday sheets sponsored by Sunday Sheets. So faster do it now. All right, we only give out 3 pairs of Sunday Sheets. Okay? All right, so faster do it now. Now, if you stay to the end of the show, we have a bonus gift for you. All right, so this is something that is very beneficial for you and for your family. So if you want to find out more, stay to the end. Today, we really give a lot of bonuses. So check it out, Yeah, I'll show you a reason why are we giving out so many. Okay, so stay to the end. All right, so why I want to share about the topic about this obstacle course racing and how, and also feature, William, right, as a ninja, because William is actually a friend of mine. Many years ago, I knew him, I think 2017. I saw him, I saw him in a gym, climbing gym. He was just a staff there and very quiet. And yeah, we kind of like get to know each other. And over the years, I saw his evolution through his Facebook and Instagram. He actually became a national athlete and became a ninja and do a lot of different inspiring movements. He can do summon ladder, he can do monkey bars, he can do a handstand, easily and effortlessly. So I was thought that, I want to actually find out more about him. And I heard that, right, his stories actually can inspire many as well. So that's why I invited him to our show so that can inspire all of us as well. And we get to have a chance, right, to learn from him with those special moves, right? Yeah, as well. So if you would like to find out more about him, right, please stay to the end, all right? Because he is actually an introvert. For get him to come and speak is actually not easy. All right, so are you guys excited to see him? Okay, please type in the chat, okay, so that I know that you are excited. If not, that I actually, okay. So all right, so if you want to see him, faster type in yes. Okay, I hope, right, his sharing can inspire and motivate most of us, because I know that a lot of restrictions actually cause us to want to go out. We don't want to do sports. We are not motivated anymore. So let's take this chance, right, to find out more about him, learn from him, and then let's get motivated to be strong and get active again. Okay? All right, so I will have prepared a quick video to show you about William. Let's watch the video right now. Yay! Let's welcome William!
Hello.
Hi, William!
Hi, Evelyn.
Welcome to our show. Are you nervous today?
Quite nervous.
Okay, don't worry, okay? We won't bite, okay? Everybody is like so excited to see you, and they are nice people, right? We have actually Sean, Ginny, and Chibok, and like interested, excited to see you as well. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so William, we know each other for some time, but I didn't have a chance, right, to know about like how understand about your journey. So maybe can you share with us your journey like from how you get to know that you can do all this different movement, as you can see from the video, right, to become a national athlete. Yeah.
Okay, I guess the journey is kind of like finding odd pieces of a jigsaw puzzle and realizing that they fit together to help you do something. So I started off with, as you mentioned, rock climbing. And down the road, I actually practiced a lot of other different crafts as well. And so I realized out of all these crafts, like such as parkour, climbing, and a lot of different movements, you might call it calisthenics, gymnastics, or anything you like call it. But after a while, they're all just bodily movements. Whether you're in the gym lifting weights or actually pressing up to a handstand, you can actually start to formulate your own like picture out of all these different odd pieces of a puzzle, and you come up with something that they call obstacle course racing.
Yeah.
And that's what I ended up doing down the road, obstacle course racing, be it in a format of Ninja Warrior, in the form of a SEA Games event, or even just parkour in the neighborhood. And so that's how I ended up in the SEA Games.
So okay, so let's move back a bit more. So at what age, right, you started realize that, hey, I can do this and that, different movements?
It's more of a, like when you're young, you just play around with things in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you learn what are the boundaries, what you can and can't do, what's safe and what's borderline not so safe.
So you kind of like test yourself.
Yes,
Like
you test the
there's no
waters.
coach to teach you or guide you. You just
to some extent, because
To some extent.
sometimes I do have a very structured, controlled environment, like in rock climbing, where we have safety protocols and we learn how to manage risks and so on. And in parkour as well, we don't just jump off any shelter that we find, but we try to learn how to do the basics well, like how to land safely before you learn how to land safely from a higher platform. And instead of progressing to higher platforms, you just want to learn how to land safely instead of, finding the most extreme scenario to put yourself through. So this is what I did when I was younger. I just kind of explored where are my boundaries, and I learned how to keep myself safe through this exploration.
Wow. So sounds like you actually have done a lot of experiment as well.
Yes.
So don't mind I ask, right? I feel that you actually fall a lot as well. That's why you emphasize a lot of fall safely, correct?
Yes.
So would you like to share with us, like, what are the challenges, obstacles that you have faced during this journey?
Okay, so when I was younger, I was a little bit reckless. There was once, I think I was 14 years old. I was walking home from school with a heavy bag, and it was raining. I decided to just try to jump to this pole that was maybe 3 meters off the ground, and I slipped and broke my left arm.
Oh.
So that was a very harsh lesson.
Oh, wow, that's very
yeah.
painful.
And afterwards, I learned not to do reckless stuff like that.
Okay. So since then, you actually have not have any major injuries or falling?
Actually, even if you try to manage risk as best as you can, sometimes there are odd events where accidents do happen. So I did happen to break both of my ankles before from falling during rock climbing. So what happened was, I was doing this thing called lead climbing. So as you climb, you will clip in the rope. So I was up about 10 clips, and suddenly, because we were doing laps up the wall, I was exhausted and I fell. And my friend was practicing her level 2 climbing cert on me as well.
Oh, no.
She happened to accidentally let go, and I went.
Wow. So, but after that, you still climb. You are not traumatized by that.
I got her to belay me
Okay.
even after all that, because
Okay.
at the end of the day, I realized that I was still safe. It's not her intention to drop me anyway.
Yeah.
So, and I still love the sport, so I ended up still climbing after that.
I'm amazed because most of us, after we fell from like maybe bicycle or something, we stopped doing bicycling. We stopped doing cycling, right? Yeah. So I'm amazed how you overcome the fear and the pain so fast. Yeah. So other than that, I saw that you sprint, you run, you jump, you climb, all those things. You have no fear at all?
Of course, I still feel fear when I climb. Like, especially once I'm past like 7, 8 meters, sometimes I still get that feeling when I look down, I shake.
Oh, so you superhuman, still human, huh? He actually has some fear,
Yeah,
okay?
but it's about
Yeah.
how you manage yourself in
Yes.
such situations that
Correct.
you can expand what you can and can't do.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because it feels like, right, you actually dare to do a lot of things. Because there's one video, right, you are doing lead climbing without using your leg, and
Yes.
there's this overhanging roots as well. Wow, it seems like doing it so comfortably. I don't see you shaking, and wow, that's amazing.
Okay, because I've been also climbing without feet, right? In rock climbing terms, we call it campusing.
Yes.
So I've been campusing so much in my life that
Ah,
when I look at the route, I feel that I am more or less able to finish it, and that's why I attempted it. So it's
wow.
after a long
Periods.
period of like practicing campusing on like a very safe height, like maybe ground level,
Mm.
before I started going up to campus a lead climbing route.
Ah, so there's a lot of practices as well, actually,
Mm.
for athlete to do well, right?
Mm.
Practicing still
Yeah,
very
you really
important.
need to build up the foundation before
Mm.
you can bring it up to a high level.
Mm. Yes, that's very, very good. So, what is your ultimate goals and dreams? Because to keep you motivated.
Okay, I plan to start my own studio in the future with
Wow. Mhm.
all of the elements which I'm passionate about. Rock climbing, ninja warrior stuff, you name it, parkour, in collaboration with my partners in Singapore Movement Practice and Little Ninja Academy. I want
Oh,
to start a facility like that to train people, whether they are young or old, to explore different forms of movement.
wow, that's exciting. I would love to go. Yeah, and how many of you would love to, visit his studio, the upcoming studio? Wow, so I don't think Singapore have that kind of
Yeah.
facilities yet, right? That would be exciting because we get to do a whole holistic kind of movement as well,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
instead of the usual, just do dumbbell
Yeah.
or stuff like that, right?
So we would bring in weights as and when
Yeah.
it's necessary, but
Okay.
otherwise we want to explore, how much is the human body capable of
Mm.
before we even bring in like, very artificial stuff like lifting a weight just to make the muscles bigger. Because fitness is more than just, making yourself look good, and
Mm.
yeah, body image is important, but what's more important is about having fun
Mm.
and exploring what is fun to you.
Wow, sounds very, very deep. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad because it seems like you actually master your craft so much that, right, you actually wanted to educate people, help people, and teach them as well. Right. So let's come back a bit more to your journey in the obstacle course racing. Right.
Okay.
So we saw that you actually went to overseas like Australia for the Ninja Warrior Challenge.
Yes, that was their interstate competition where every state
Yeah.
sent their champion down into Perth, and then it was a battle royale, and they invited international wildcards like myself to come down and spice up the challenge.
Whoa! So he actually like compete with a lot of national level people, and you also represented Malaysia
Hmm.
to participated in this SEA Games
Yes.
in 2019. So tell us more about it. Like which part is the most memorable part for you for this kind of challenges? So for this kind of racing.
Yeah, the most memorable part for me was during this team relay category where everyone in the crowd was kind of like cheering because the team Philippines was winning. They were
Oh,
leading us
yeah.
by maybe 20, 30 meters. However, when I started running, because we had like 2 guys and 2 girls in each team.
Yes.
And so they kind of structured their team a little bit differently from us. So, you would kind of plan which team members to put on which circuit. So when I started running, I kind of closed the 20-ish meter gap between me and the other team when I was starting to run, and the crowd went quiet when I started to run. So that's one of the more memorable periods for me when they kind of just went silent.
Yeah, they were shocked, right? How come this person will take so fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's cool. I mean, love to see it like in life as well, definitely. Yeah, so I'm actually also very curious because there are so many components in doing like you get to sprint, you need to do like jump over the wall, you need to do monkey bar, all this thing, right? In a competition. How do you train? What is your training routine like? It's different from like, okay, we just do sprint and we just run and you need to do push up. It's more than that, right?
In a sense, I do very generic stuff like strength training, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and otherwise on other days I may do a bit of mobility, but most of it is in the form of skills training. And what do I mean by skills training is, for example, like I have a skill in mind that I want to achieve: front lever, back lever, maybe a one-arm pull-up, handstand push-up, and so on and so forth, or even something more performance-based like vaulting over a railing.
Wow.
So this is what I mean by skills training. I have an idea of what skills I want to achieve, and I work on skills instead of today I'm going to train chest, tomorrow I'm going to train back.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is what made me curious, because we usually have a routine like we heard a lot of people in the gym saying, oh, today I train hand, today is hand day, tomorrow is leg day, but you train everything together.
So in a sense, it's for people who are injured, maybe they would want to work on a specific part, like maybe they have a shoulder pain, so they want to work on
isolation training.
Yeah, isolation training. But for myself, since I've already rehabilitated from all my injuries, it makes more sense for me to work on skills rather than just keep training strength and strength and strength, because there are just some things that after a while, instead of increasing your number of pull-ups that you can do, what can you do with that pull-up? Can you bring it out there and do pull-ups in different situations? Can you pull up on rock climbing handholds? Can you do pull-ups on weird branches you find on trees? Offset pull-ups, one arm archer pull-ups. There's so many things you can do with just a pull-up, rather than can you do more pull-ups and more reps of it, more sets of it, So that's what I do as a training.
Wow, that's very interesting. Wow, so everybody here, if you have any questions, right, this is a chance, right, for you to ask William. Yeah, because I believe that his what he shared, right, is very different from most of the personal trainer out there. It's very, very different, very unconventional kind of training. But I definitely think that it's gonna be beneficial, give a lot of benefits to our whole body as well. All right. So if you have any question, right, please type down so that we get to ask William. As you can see, he's actually very, very quiet, right? I'm trying to make him speak more, right? Yeah. So this is your chance, right, to ask questions, because other than that, he's very busy with his training and coaching. Okay. So I actually have one more question I want to ask you. We know that you are from Malaysia as well.
Yes.
As you can see from our recent Olympic, right? We know that to be very honest with you, sports is actually not the strength in Singapore. All right, we all know this as compared to our neighboring countries, because there are more talents there. Okay, so what actually makes you want to actually continue pursue your dream, open a studio here in Singapore instead of belongs your home country, in your home country?
Okay. For myself, I have kind of grew up here since I was 2. So in a sense, what I know is kind of established here.
Yeah.
And so I find that the obstacle course racing or OCR scene in Singapore is not the most well established yet as of now. The training seems to be not very well refined. There's still some things that we need to work out, polish along the way to really turn it from something that's more like, that TV show you see on screen once in a while, Ninja Warrior, to a sport which is like anyone can have a proper pathway to pick up and learn. And so that is why I want to start up the scene here where I nurtured myself.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for wanting to contribute to the sports scene in Singapore. Yeah, I believe there's a lot of young talent in Singapore, and I believe that slowly, right, the sports will get nurtured more in Singapore with a lot of better structures and better facilities. All right, Chimbo, I have a question. Were you injured before, and how do you train to recover? All right, so I think you just now mentioned that you have broken ankles, you have broken arms, slip disc. You mentioned to me before you have slip disc before.
almost dislocated my left shoulder before.
Oh my God. So how do you train to recover?
Okay, so first of all, depending on how severe the injury is, there are some injuries that are just chronic, like a slip disc. You don't just
Yeah.
make it disappear.
Yeah.
And there are injuries, they are like a broken bone that the bone joins back together and you're fine. So I'm not a medical expert. So if you have an injury that you personally have, maybe work with a physiotherapist. Otherwise, I would say one of my injuries that took me really long to recover was my slip disc, especially because it's lifelong. How I got it was from actually doing deadlifts. And that's
Oh.
one of the things that made me want to go full on into movement practice, because I realized at some point in deadlifts, I was just aiming for heavier and heavier and heavier weights. And that's not very sustainable for my sport, because I don't need to deadlift at that point like 180 kilograms to do what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And so I realized, instead of learning how to deadlift heavier and heavier and heavier, how about I learn different applications of a deadlift? And at some point, if I run out of it, explore something else instead of just going heavier into a deadlift. Because typically in a gym, you hear this thing called going heavy on your compound exercises, which means compound exercises are exercises that work multiple muscle groups. And so this helps you burn more calories. But let's say if it's very quick to plateau on that, like let's say you train yourself to be, even if you're not like an athlete, moderately fit. You get moderately fit, and what's the next goal? To lift heavier? I think for myself, the answer that I've arrived to is I want to find out more things that I can do with my fitness rather than how much heavier I can lift to make myself fit, to lift heavier, to make myself even fitter. It's never ending at that rate. So I just want to explore what other things I can do using my fitness.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it makes sense, right? Yeah, that's true because I'm actually I also a gym goer as well. Yeah, the only thing that we think that we are stronger is when we go heavier. The weights are heavier, and then we can lift it out or use it, with our workout, right? We thought that we are stronger, but actually it actually make us more prone to the sport related risk, injury, right?
And so how I rehabilitated from that is by going back to the basics, increasing my mobility and slowly strengthening my lower back to rehabilitate from my slip disc. And of course, with the help of physiotherapists. Otherwise, I would say if you are not injured, it is not a very complicated process to get strong.
Okay. Thanks for sharing about that. I think it's more importantly, right, is that to keep ourselves healthy and also able to keep ourselves fit as well. Okay. So don't need to go so extreme that hurt ourselves, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, I also am very curious. What actually also, other than just now I mentioned the deadlift incident, right? What is actually inspire you to become a movement coach?
Okay, so movement practice is kind of really interesting to me, at least, because it's about breaking the mold. Like the mold meaning, a lot of times we think of the gym is somewhere where we work out. Everything else is kind of like somewhere where you do specific things. For example, this studio is for Zumba. That studio is for calisthenics. Outdoors, maybe I'll just do running. In the gym, I lift weights. And when you start to blur the lines and maybe go to the gym to do calisthenics, you get funny looks sometimes. And if you go outdoors and you do like dancing, people give you weird looks. I find that movement practice is one which makes people do weird things. Like you will start seeing people do spinal waves, they'll squat in different ways, they'll crawl, they'll do pull-ups in weird places, and you even see them climbing on playgrounds sometimes. And this, to me, is very interesting because it puts people in situations which are kind of out of the norm. And I think it's what we call as children playing, but as the adults, we call it weird. But to me, all these are just different ways of exploring movement. And that's what movement practice is to me. It's about putting yourself in different situations and finding ways to play with your environment and what you have on hand. And so a lot of my classes end up in different areas in Singapore. But of course, for strength and mobility training, there is like a focus on strength and mobility. So we'll kind of ground it around exercises which explore your range of movement, as well as how you can apply strength in different situations and learn new skills.
Wow, I get inspired. It sounds like what Bruce Lee has shared, be like water.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah, like we're gonna you mold to the situation, right?
Mm.
Yeah, be any of the forms that you like. Yeah, which is hardly we see in the society. I really hope that this what you are working on with the movement practices, right, able to actually create a movement in Singapore, right, and then more people will get to get educated
Yeah.
about this and join you. Yeah.
Sometimes they call it movement culture as well, because
Yeah.
it's kind of a culture. And sometimes I like to joke as well, like to say you can't have culture without a cult.
Oh wow, that's true. Yeah.
It's like if you look at some of the things we do in class, it really looks very cultish. You know, people like taking sticks and then like poking, and then like people dodging the sticks, or they are just dribbling balls over there,
Yeah.
or they stand at the walls and do like weird drills over there.
Yeah.
So it looks bizarre to people who are not participating in it yet. But after you learn what you're trying to accomplish with whatever exercise they are doing, then it becomes a lot more sensible.
Sounds good. Yeah. So let's explore more about movement. So actually, William actually prepared some of the movement techniques, right? You're gonna teach us soon, right? Right now, I prepared some. So right now, we want to actually show you all the live demonstration. So let's get ourselves ready. Get yourself ready with a stool or chair. Yeah, we're gonna show you some of the movement that is shown by William. Okay, so we're gonna be back. I'm gonna remove all the table and chair, all right, around us, same as you as well. So let's be back in 30 seconds. All right, so I see you there. All right, let's go. Can already, yeah. Okay. Read that one. Shit. Hi everybody, we are back. As you can see, right, we actually have a quick removal of the obstacles around us. So I hope that in your rooms or in your house, right, you also have a space like this. Get your stool ready, and we're gonna start. Okay, so William, what do you have for us today?
Okay, so first we are going to learn how to do a proper push-up. It's a very basic exercise, but even basic exercises need to be done well to get the most out of it, actually.
Okay, so how do we do push-up?
Okay, so first of all, we are going to learn some key alignments. So
Okay.
first thing is, maybe we just practice this a little bit. Relax your shoulders.
Okay, so this is different from the usual push-up that we're doing, is it?
Yeah. Usually you will see people doing push-up in a way that their lower back sags and their shoulders are not fully engaged.
Yeah.
So we are going to learn a little bit of how to position the shoulder blades, as well as how to engage the core so that the lower back doesn't take any strain. So because for myself, I have a slip disc. If I were to do push-ups with bad form, over time it could aggravate my lower back injury again. So for my students as well, I teach them the proper way to do a push-up so that they don't get injured down the road.
Yeah, actually, a lot of us have lower back pain as well after long hours of sitting in front of the screen, right? Yeah. So how? Maybe can you guide me on doing that?
So let's shake your shoulders, relax a bit.
Relax our shoulder, right? Turn
we're
back.
going to learn this. Okay, we're going to push our shoulders up to our ears, down away from the ears, up from the ears, Down away from the ears. Okay, so now while keeping it down, let's move our shoulders forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Very good. So now let's relax our shoulders again. Think about this. Okay, put your hands on your hips. I'm going to tuck in our tailbone, stick out the tailbone. So what does it look like when you tuck in and stick out your tailbone? So I'm going to use this stick over here like a ruler, put it behind
Okay,
Evelyn.
he's not gonna beat me.
So
right?
you see,
You're not gonna
won't
hit
cane
me,
you.
right? Okay, okay.
Okay, so you
So is it
see,
like this?
normally behind the lower back, there is a natural arch, and this is healthy, by the way, to
Why
have
have
an
I have-
arch over here. So when you tuck in your tailbone, realize that you see this curve will slowly start to disappear. So you tuck in your pelvis.
Is it
see?
like this?
Yes, more.
Okay.
Tip, tip,
But
tip,
my
tip,
my
tip, tip.
body front body hunch, right?
Yeah, your
I need to like
low, yeah, your pelvis is the one that needs to tuck in, and then you see right now the gap has disappeared when you tuck in your tailbone, and this means your core is bracing and engaged. So now you arch your back again, see, curve, arch your back. Yes, see the curve appears again, and then I'll tuck in your tailbone, tuck. More,
Tucking?
the other
Oh,
way.
the other way. Yeah,
So
okay,
this is
okay.
tucking in. So
Okay.
now, while tucking in, raise your arms in front of you, push your shoulder blades forwards.
Like
Yes,
this?
so this is the high plank position for the push-up. When you go down, you're going to bend your arms, pull your shoulder blades back while keeping your tailbone tucked in. See, her lower back doesn't lift off this line or this stick. And then when you come back up, you're going to push your shoulder blades forward again. Very good, Evelyn. Wow, model student.
Is it correct? I
Yes,
anyhow do
correct,
one,
correct.
you know.
No, it's
I-
correct,
I-
it's
yeah,
correct.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the important thing is to keep your lower back engaged, or rather your core engaged, and your tailbone tucked in while you do the full range for the push-up, okay? Pull your shoulder blades back at the top, bottom, push your shoulder blades forwards at the top. Thank you, Evelyn.
Okay, wow. I did a lot of push-up. I think a lot of people who saw my Instagram, I did a lot of push-up. But I never know that, right? We need to engage our shoulder blades so much.
So to do
And
it,
tailbone.
yes. So
Yeah.
to do it on the ground, maybe I'll demonstrate first. So you can
Okay.
hold this stick along my back. So first thing is, a lot of people just do push-ups like this. Okay. So as you can tell, my shoulder blades are not moving at all,
Yeah.
and my tailbone is kind of sticking out. So to engage the lower back, going to tuck in the tailbone, and you see
Here.
my back kind of goes flat.
Here.
And then next, shoulder blades go forward at the top. Now when I go down, I'm going to pull back my shoulder blades. When I come up, I'll push forwards with my shoulder blades. Okay, so this is how you do a full range push-up. Okay, Evelyn, now
Oh
it's
my
your turn.
god. Okay, so everybody, please don't laugh at me if I didn't do right. Okay. Okay, let's try.
Yes, we start with this thing called the high plank position. Tuck in your
correct?
tailbone. Yes, tuck in your tailbone. Okay, good. And push forward with your shoulder blade. Now,
it
very
like
nice,
this?
very nice. Yes. Now go down, pull your shoulder blades back, maintain your body shape. Yes. And then push your shoulder blades forwards at the top. Very good, very good. One more rep.
Okay.
Very nice. Okay, thank you very much, Evelyn. So that was a
Thank
very
you.
good demonstration.
Oh, I was shaking. my muscles are all like shaking.
Yeah, a very strong host.
Actually, I practiced a lot before the show so that I won't like funny in the front of the screen, right?
Yeah. So,
Okay. So anyone got any questions about push-up, right? Please put it down there. Type in the chat board, right? So then later on we can get William to answer. All right. So we have our second movement, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
before that, maybe just as a bonus to
Okay,
our
bonus.
guys at home who are asking, what if this exercise is too difficult? Actually, you can modify it by putting your hands on a higher surface as compared to doing knee push-ups, because knee push-up change your center of gravity. So it completely changes the movement. On the other hand, if you do it on a higher surface, it actually makes it easier to do. However, you will still be keeping the same form for the movement. And so instead of doing it on the knees, for those viewers out there who struggle with the push-up, I would say do it on a higher surface. Maybe not even a chair, a table or a wall would work as well. And slowly work your way down to the ground.
Yeah, this is a very good advice, because just now on the floor, I don't think I can do up to 10. Wow, it's really not easy.
So
Yeah.
moving on to the second movement, we can do
need
some
chairs,
internal and external rotation with the hips. So what we're going to do is find a chair or a stool at home, put your foot on top of it. You're just going to do this. Keep your body stable. You're going to rotate your knee in, rotate your knee out. Okay, so this is external rotation, internal rotation. Okay, so we're just going to do this for a few reps.
This is for hip mobility, right?
Yes,
I
this is
should
for
feel
hip
my
mobility.
hip flexor being stretched.
Yes, actually different parts of the hip, because as you
Oh.
move your knee in different angles, different
Oh.
muscles will start to feel the stretch.
It
So
feels
sometimes,
good, you know.
yeah.
It's like I hardly stretch my hip flexor. Yeah, so now it's you get a
Okay,
chance to move
don't
it.
get addicted. Let's do the next leg also.
Okay. Next leg. Oh, everybody should try though, right? We have been sitting in front of the screen for so long at
Yeah,
home
so
or in office.
if you're on a chair, you can get up and start doing a little bit as well with your knee. Just rotate your knee in and out, focusing on keeping the body stable. You just want to get the rotation in this hip joint over here. It's ball and socket joint, so it actually has a lot of range of motion.
Oh.
Okay, so next, since we have warmed up a little, let's try this. We're going to keep our body stable. Find something short and do this. I'm going to just bring your foot over whatever is in front of you, be it a table or bench. If you can go higher, go higher. If not, you can just scrape the surface. That's fine as well, okay? So we just go 5 rounds for each limb.
Also, alternate leg.
Yes, alternate leg.
Okay.
2 more.
Okay.
Okay, last one. Okay, and that's all for our hip mobility. It's just kind of a introduction to get ourselves a little bit warm. All this work, right? Mobility as well as pushing strength, it can help to progress you towards a handstand if you do it correctly.
So yes, next part, we're going to prepare for our handstand, right? Are we going for handstand?
Yeah, we are going to actually use the sliders to do pike press.
Okay.
So
pike press.
Hold on, let me get my sliders from the side.
Great. All right, so for those who are watching, right, yeah, if you have any questions, right, please remember to type down your questions. Yeah, so we're going to lead. These are the foundations of workouts, right? They lay the foundations for us to do handstand. Okay, so next what we have is?
So these are the sliders we are going to use. It's the same sliders that we are giving out for our giveaway later on.
Oh, yay!
So,
we are giving out sliders for giveaway. It's supposed to be a surprise, lah.
Oops.
Okay, no problem. Come on, what should we do with this?
So for these sliders, what you're going to do is this. So for viewers out there, this is an example of what you can do with the slider. So if you do happen to get it from the giveaway, you can try out this exercise as well. So just place the slider on the ground. You're going to do the high plank position from earlier with your shoulder blades pushed forwards, tailbone tucked in. And then from the high plank position, you're going to pull the slider towards you.
Wow.
And bring your butt as high as you can go. Then push it back out. Okay, so we're going to just do 5 reps of this.
So if you haven't mopped your floor, this is a good chance to mop your floor.
Yes, you can actually clean your house if you replace your slider with a towel.
Oh, can replace with a towel. We can wipe along the room as well, right? Yeah.
Yes, so just 5 slides will do. Would you like to give it a try, Evelyn?
Okay, let's try. Okay, this is my I hardly do this exercise. It's very unusual to me. How do we do that?
Okay, so you just have your hands over here.
Okay, so this is my leg here.
Yes,
so 2
leg
legs
over here.
here. Is it here?
Yes. So now from this high plank position, you're going to bring your butt as high as you can go. Push. Oh, very nice. More. Okay,
Wow.
then go back.
Oh, my hamstring very
good.
tight.
So Evelyn is making it look easy, but okay, go up. But this exercise is actually really challenging. It challenges your core compression, and you really need to work those traps to get your body high. Okay, go out. Yes, good job. Okay, thank you, Evelyn.
This is really tough.
Oh,
But it's fun. But it's good. Good training. This is good.
Okay.
Yeah, you all should try at home. It
So-
usually train our core
and
shoulder.
Yeah, your compression strength, your core, as well as your shoulders. And this will help to build you towards a handstand. Of course, it's bits and pieces, but with the right structuring of your program, you can get a handstand.
Wow. So since we are preparing for handstand, are you going to show us how to do handstand?
Sure.
Oh, yay!
Let me give it a try.
Okay, everybody, please do this with parental guidance. Please don't try this at home for yourself, right? Don't want anyone break things.
Yeah, make sure you have enough space around you so you don't break stuff in your house.
Okay, great.
Okay, so
加油. Okay, I must protect him, right? Wow. Okay, so if you're at home, let's give it a round of applause, okay? Thank you so much, William,
Thank you,
for
Evelyn.
your demonstration. All right, so let's give a quick summary for today's today's movement. Okay, so what William has shared with us, right, is the first thing. Can we have the slides ready? Yeah, so the summary is that what we do, the first thing is about push-up. How do we do proper push-up with pelvic tilt, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
pelvic tilt.
with proper pelvic tilt. And with our shoulder blade position, do it correctly, like consciously open and close, right?
To get a full range in and get the most out of the exercise.
Get the most out of the exercise, especially push-up, right? Because I actually learned that I have been not doing it I'm not doing it correctly for my posture.
Don't worry.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, and and also for second part, right, we actually talk about hip mobility. Okay, so this is actually very beneficial for all of us because we have been sitting for so long, right? So internal rotation, external rotation, inward and outward movement that actually William has demonstrated. And lastly, we actually learn about pike hold with the slider. So first start with a plank form with the sliders on our toes, and then we pull this towards our hands, and then keep our knee straight as well, and then we repeat again. Right,
Yes.
so all of this, right, will help us to build up our core and shoulder, right, so to lead up for handstand, right?
That's right.
Yeah, correct. So if you all have any questions, right, about the different movement activities, that of course there are more because of time constraint. We can only show this small little tips, okay, for everybody. If you want to find out more, you can always ask, William. Okay, I hope that you all gain value for today. You can check out his Instagram or DM him. Okay, so can they DM you?
Definitely.
All right, great. Yeah, so you either can follow us or ask us if you have any questions for William, or you can DM him. But please take note that don't expect him to reply you at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. Yeah, let's be kind, respect his privacy as well. Yeah, so next thing, right, is we have our membership as well because William actually represented Singapore SG movement practice. Okay, so we actually have collaborated with some special bonus for everybody. So every episode, right, we have a different bonus. Okay, so today this episode, right, because Williams is here, he actually has give us a special gift of $22 per sessions for 22 sessions. Right, if you are members, MOA members, you get to enjoy this. All right, so for faster take this chance, right, to scan the QR code, you're not just able to enjoy the discount from different merchants and have priority access. You also get to have first, hand knowledge, right, and practices from William, right, who represents SG movement practices. Okay, so don't need to think already. This is really affordable, right? Just scan. I've been staying at home for so long, right? Let's get out, do some movement activities with William. All right. So if you have any questions, right, please type in the chat. So let's see, we have any more questions in the chat. Anyone got any questions? Let's see. Okay, if there's no questions, I actually have a questions for William.
Okay.
All right, so for people, we know that this obstacle racing course is a very niche sport.
Yes.
And but right now, actually, more and more people are showing interest about it. For example, like ninja, Spartan training, Spartan races. So we want to understand, right, how do people get to know that they are suitable, engage with these sports, and know that they are suitable for these sports?
I guess suitability is up to the individual. For example, some people have ACL and MCL tear, but you still see them running literally every 2 or 3 days and working around their injuries. So suitability is up to yourselves to decide. But the thing is, if you find something fun, you'll find a way to train up for it and find a way to enter it, regardless of your level of competence, whether you are like a pro or not so pro. You'll find a way to enter the sport because it's what you find fun and what keeps you active and fit. And so just give it a try. And let's say if you decide that, this is something that you like doing and it's going to keep you fit, go for it.
All right. So just don't need to think so much. Bring your inner child out. Just go and try, have fun. Right? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Okay. So find out more from William as well. Okay. So we actually have a bonus gift for everybody because we're coming to the end of the show. I mean, time flies, right? Whenever we enjoy ourselves. Okay. So for those who are staying to the end or today, I really want to appreciate y'all. So actually we have a bonus as we promised to give it out for y'all. All right. So anyone want to guess what is the bonus gift? Okay. So type in the chat if you want, that what is the bonus gift. All right. So let's see what is our bonus gift. Ta-da! All right, so our bonus gift today is a free coffee voucher from Enchanted Cafe and 15% discount voucher from Sunny Sheets. And last but not least is the sliders, right? Especially given from William. All right, only for the first 2 packs, okay? They will get this slider, all right? You can work out and train your core and your shoulder. All right, so please type in bonus in the chat box so that we know that you are here. And our admin, right, will actually contact you after this to teach you, to tell you how to redeem your gifts. Okay, please type in bonus now. Okay. All right. So our next episode, we're coming to the end of the show, of course. All right, we are actually doing this every first Wednesday of the month. All right, but we are gonna have a short break in September. All right, because we really enjoy the journey and our team has been working very, very hard. Okay, so we're gonna be back in October. All right, we're going back in 6th October. If you have anyone you would like to recommend for any sports, right, please also share with us so that we can bring the experts in and bring the athlete in to actually feature them and ask them to share us some movements as well. All right, so last but not least, I also want to thank our sponsor, Sunny Sheets, Mosanko, SG's SG movement practices for supporting us, and of course, most importantly, we have William for coming to our shows to share some tips and engage with everybody today. All right, so let's keep it up. Let's keep ourselves strong. Take care and stay safe. Okay, so that's all for today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.